Hello to all my beautiful Aries tuning in today for your March 2020 X reading. How are you all? I hope everyone is happy. Aries, I'd like to thank each and every one of you that have subscribed, that have liked, that have shared, and that have commented. I love reading your comments, guys. I do try and respond to all of them. Please continue to comment. I use the energy that I'm getting from those comments to channel your messages every week or every month or whenever I do your readings, right? So continue to comment. And of course, I'd like to thank absolutely everyone out there for all the views. So, pardon me, Aries, everything and anything you need to know about how I go about doing my readings, how the energies can play out, flipped, reversed, switched, turned upside down, what to do if the message does not resonate, how you go about applying timing to these readings, and what we mean when we say timing is fluid. The disclaimer, which has very important information about the content of the channel, and my contact details for those of you that would like to reach out for a personal reading. I would absolutely love to do one for you. All of that is in the description box below, so feel free to check it out. Now, Aries, I've already shuffled, cleansed, and channeled energy for you today. And you know, guys, the message that I was getting for the Aries that I'm connecting with today when it comes to your ex is that you've come quite far. I feel that you're finally starting to rise above it all. You've definitely come to terms with a lot of things. You've let go of any resistance and you've come to accept things for what they actually are. There is, I feel that you guys have been through a really, really hard time when it comes to this ex that you're here for. You've had a really hard time letting go of the resentment, letting go of the anger, letting go of the injustice, the fact that you've wasted your time, letting go of all of that, and finally coming to terms with the fact that it's just too exhausting for you, and it's really hindered your personal growth. It's really, really impacted your peace of mind. It's impacted your health, your emotional well-being, and your ability to manifest love in your life in a way that you really want. So there is this just letting it go, finally, just not being able to physically hold on to it. I mean, in the back of your head, I feel that you're still very mindful of the pain that you've been through, and you've definitely learned a lesson or two from that experience that that has changed the way you're going to be approaching love moving forward. But the overall feeling I'm getting is that you guys are tired. And what's the point of holding on to it anymore? You physically can't take in those thoughts and hold on to those thoughts when it comes to your ex anymore, you know? I feel that even your body might be rejecting the thought of them. So every time they pop into your head, you can't even hold on to their thought for long enough because your body starts to go into all sorts of panic and anxiety and feeling really sick. And you're just so tired of being in that space that your body just rejects it and says, no, not today. We're not going through this again. You and I, your body is saying to you, you and I need to come face to face. You need to start taking care of me, and you need to start understanding that the thoughts and the thoughts and the energy that you draw in when you think about this ex is actually making me sick. So that's the message your body is trying to send to you. So Aries, we're finally letting go. I'm so unbelievably proud of you. I'm so happy to hear that you're able to finally rise above it all and just be done with it and accept love in the way you have wanted it from the get-go. So it's almost like a cycle that has ended, that didn't end the way you wanted it. It's not a fairy tale that has a great ending. It's a movie that had, you know, a very, very sad ending. And some stories don't end the way we want them to, but you finally come to terms with the fact that, you know what, it is what it is. I don't understand right now why this has happened. I'm sure that when the time is right and when the time comes, I'm going to slowly start to understand what the purpose of all this was. There is also this sense of, sorry, I just keep on getting messages. There's also this sense of that where you guys had lost your hope and faith, and you really started to question the divine and how it was working on your side, and if it was working on your side. You kind of blocked it out after a little while. You weren't seeing the results you wanted to see. You were trying to manifest, you were trying to be positive, you were trying to be inspired and motivated, you tried to do the right thing, and just nothing was working in your favor. And so hope and faith wavered, and I feel that your belief system in the divine really just, you felt disappointed and let down and neglected by the divine. And I feel that that's slowly starting to be restored by trusting in yourself. I'm not saying that you have full faith in, let's say, divine timing. I'm just saying that you have definitely started to trust in yourself and find hope and faith within your own ability. Okay, and I feel that slowly, as you start to manifest your belief in the divine, in divine timing, in the manifestation and the law of attraction type of energy will start to be reinstated. So let's have a look, Aries, at how and if this message is tying in with the reading and the cards when it comes to your ex. So what brings you here, guys? So we're rising above it. We're in a much better space than what we used to be, Aries. So what brings you here? What is it that you'd like to know? What is it that you need to release and let go of? What is it that you're holding on to? What is it that you're holding on to, and what is it that you're holding back from? I feel that you're currently in transition, Aries. Sorry, I just need to press something on my camera. So terribly sorry. That's better. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, what is it that you're holding back from? What is it that you're holding on to? What is it that you know? What do you know? I feel that you've figured something out, or you've seen something, or someone's told you something. You're keeping it to yourself when it comes to your ex. What is it that you know? What is it that you're working on behind the scenes? Something's going on here. There is a concoction going on here, Aries. What is it that you're up to? All right, guys. So here's what I'm getting. So there's this energy that you have finally realized what it's going to take for you to close out this cycle when it comes to this ex of yours, whether you're in communication or whether you're not in communication. What you're currently experiencing is you're really looking back at what you have invested that's had a positive return for you when it comes to your love life and how you give yourself in love. It's not even about how much you receive anymore. Like, you've risen above that. I'm still strongly getting that. And now it's all about self and how you have put in and how you want to continue as you move into this new cycle. I feel that the Aries that I'm connecting with today are definitely looking to open up their heart again and start to give love from a healthy space without fear, knowing that they can nurture and be nurtured, loved and receive love and receive love in return. So you are aware of this now. I feel it's something that you're not sharing. I feel that there is something that has to do with your ex that you're really looking back into, that might be that final cord, that final string that's keeping you from completely closing out this cycle. There is this sense I'm getting that you want to communicate something with them. It's almost like closure, whether you put it in a message, an email, you write it on a letter, you put it in a message in a bottle. I don't know, whether you face them head on and you just say your part and you move on. But there is something that you're working on, and you know that it's the key to finally closing this out. You're not sharing this with them. If you have been in communication, I feel that you're holding this piece of information with you, this realization that you've had, and you're going to, let's say, you're going to make a grand exit. With dignity, with integrity, and your head held high. I feel that you have come out of a space where you have been reactive, where you have compromised your values and your morals, compromised in the sense of the way you've gone about the situation with your ex, compromise them to the standard that you wouldn't usually have, let's say. And you feel that there is this sense to exit as the person that you truly are, with your head held high, remembering what makes you the amazing Aries that you actually are. That's the foot you want to go out on. And I feel that things have happened and unfolded. There's been miscommunication, there has been misunderstandings, there have been external factors that have come and wedged themselves between you guys, that have created stories, people, and gossip, let's say, that have truly tried to take the goodness and the way you uphold yourself and really try to break that down into something that you were not. And so you want to make sure that when you leave, you are leaving with integrity and you can finally close this cycle out. So you're preparing for this. This is what I feel strongly. Yeah, you're preparing for this. This is what you're working on, because you're ready to put this behind you. And you now know that you are emotionally detached. You now know and can see. You are so tapped into your intuition right now, Aries, that if you are in communication with this ex and they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes and they're trying to come back in, if there are repeating patterns or behaviors that they're showing, that you're still acting from the same space that you used to, being tolerant as you used to, but what's going on the inside is very different to what you're showing on the outside. You no longer hold that hope that you can turn this around. What you're actually doing is you're just preparing your space for your final exit in a way that you know is going to give you the closure that you need. Okay, so you're not retaliating. You don't feel like you need to stand your ground constantly and show up to every argument with them. You're just being very, let's just say, passive with it all. Yep, cool. You want to call me? That's great. How are you? Yeah, I'm well, thanks. How have you been? Blah, blah, blah. Nothing's changed as far as they go. Meanwhile, your ex can sense that something is different. They know that something's changed. They've made a decision that, you know, they definitely want to move forward with something. They may, I feel, have been in communication with you recently, which is something they often do. It's almost like whether this is an ex that, whether this is a situation that is not as committed as you'd like it to be. So they are the type that come in, hang around for a week or two, and then they retreat, and then they're not as committed and don't take it to the next level, let's say. Maybe you've got someone that you were in a relationship with, that you've broken up with, that you're in communication with, that it's telling you, I need time, I need to work myself out, I just need to wait for certain things in my life to be sorted out. It's just not the right time right now. I can't invest in you. I can't invest in a relationship. And they kind of keep you hanging around. Whether it's that type of a situation, These are the Aries that I'm connecting with. I'm not getting that these are the Aries that have had a complete break. Let's see. If you have had a complete break, I feel that your person, let's say, all right, if you have had a complete break, I feel that your person has definitely made the decision to not take action and just to wait for you to take the next action. They can feel that your energy is detached and they are expecting you. They're waiting for this communication. They don't know what this communication is, but they're waiting for it. And so I guess what is the biggest challenge as you work through this in the month of March is really finally having that last word. It's going to come as a shock. It's going to come as a shock to you. It's going to be very freeing. I feel that you are divinely guided that this is the right time to have that conversation. You know it's the right thing. You've done what you need to do. You've definitely put in the work that you need to put in, and it's now for you. And the decision you've made to have this conversation, to finally get the closure, is definitely going to work in your favor, regardless of what the outcome of that is or what you want the outcome to be. But it's going to come as a complete shock. To the person of interest, it's going to be like you're going to pull the rug from under their feet. That they are going to be so exposed on their own deceitful behavior and how you saw right through them. There is this sense of complete and utter embarrassment on how they have upheld themselves and how you've seen right through them and you've played along for however long this has been going on for. They knew that something was changing within you. They just don't realize the level of how observant you were and how much you took in that they thought that you weren't taking in. How you saw beyond that veil and the mask that they were trying to wear and the wool that they were trying to pull over your eyes. And so this is going to come as a complete shock. So I just want to pull out one more card, Aries, on just your ex and their feelings. So yeah, they absolutely want to reach out to you guys. I can definitely sense that. I feel that they've been waiting. They know something's changed. They know that their behavior isn't the most upstanding. They've really put in a lot of hard work in creating the kind of life that they have and maintaining this distance that they have from you emotionally and from anyone else, and generally this detachment that they tend to come into relationships with, and really holding that distance and pulling back when they need to pull back. And so they've really worked hard on creating that, but they know that they can feel that they're losing you. And I feel that they do want to approach you with a new beginning and something different. They really want to keep you in their life in some form or another in a way that they feel comfortable with. But they know that they're not in a strong position. They know that no matter, it's going to take a lot more courage and determination and perseverance and commitment and loyalty on their behalf to take this to the next level. Your person, your ex, is feeling, or this situation here that has to do with this gray area that you're living with with this person, they can feel it slowly coming to a final close. The curtain's about to fall. They know that. They know you're about to make a grand exit to some degree, but they don't know how impactful it's going to be. Wow. Oh my gosh, Aries. And I feel that there is this calm and this peace that comes with all of this. I feel that they have no leg to stand on and they can't even argue. They're just going to be shocked and embarrassed. That's what I'm feeling. You are going to really have the exact right words, the exact right energy. You're going to be standing in exactly the right spot to get the right lighting on that stage and make your grand exit before the curtain falls. That's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing a theatre stage, and I saw that for someone else as well. All right, Aries, let's see. What energy do you need to surrender to so that you can really, really work through this space this month and get the kind of result that you want to finally close this cycle out in the best way, in your best interest and for your greatest good? Surrender to miracles. Okay. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So I don't know how that will relate. In fact, what I'm feeling when it comes to this is that you may feel that you don't have the strength to deliver this right now because you're still trying to work on how you're going to close this out and how you're going to approach this. You may feel that you don't have the right power behind your words and your appearance, let's say, to deliver this in a way that you get your message across that will really make this person feel the impact of your departure. But it's either Spirit's going to step in at exactly that time and give you that power and help you find those words so that you can make that impact. The other message I'm getting here is that you may find that what this person comes back with to you will totally shock you and will cause you to reconsider and think to yourself, wow, I never thought of this. It's almost like a total turnaround. You never considered it. You never thought that this person would throw in a curveball like this, like totally out of nowhere, and it'll make you take a step back and really, really think about your next step moving forward. Or I'm feeling that as soon as this energy does close out, you are going to be faced with a brand new beginning that is going to bring in so much abundance, and it's going to feel like a miracle, and that there's just no need for any resistance, and don't doubt for a second that you are not subject to those miracles. So I'm going to hold up this card for you, Aries. Feel free to take a photo or a screenshot of that. Meditate on this energy to really start drawing in the belief that miracles can happen to you. Look at the imagery on the cards, what thoughts and feelings come up. Google the colors. What do they mean to you? Are there any triggers? And the message, does any of it tie in with something that you're challenged by? And that may help you work through this space for the month of March, as you make this transition. Very beautiful, Aries, very beautiful. I wish you the best of luck. I look forward to reading your comments, and let me know if the message resonates. Have a fantastic March. I will see you for your April. Oh my gosh, April already. For your April X reading. Bye, Aries.